What up, everybody? Welcome to my What If Deku Was Betrayed Part 2. Hope you enjoy. So, I want to change something from the first part. I want to change that Bakugo and Momo and Hiroshima believed him because Bakugo, childhood friend, he's not a bad guy. Momo, because I want him to ship with someone, and Momo was the first thing that popped to my head, and she was smart, so why not? And Hiroshima, because if you saw someone do Hiroshima that Hiroshima didn't believe him, he's a bad guy because Hiroshima is the best boy in My Hero Academia. I won't do Hiroshima dirty like that, so we did believe him. So let's jump into it. So it's 3 days before the sport festival. Deku minding his own business, lifting weights, and everyone don't want to come near him. His room is in literally the third floor. Yeah, they added the floor only for him. He don't want to be with class 1A. He hates them except three people. Except two people. He don't know that Bakugo didn't believe him. He don't know Bakugo did believe him. So Momo want to comfort him, want to see how is he, and give him a cup of tea and some cookies. Cookies yummy yummy. So let's say Izuku is lifting a lot of weights right now, and with no shirts, like with no shirt. So and the door is open. So Momo busts in, and she sees his abs, and she turns automatically red, like she was in a new shape of red. So Izuku didn't care. He don't give a fuck about him being with no shirts because it's his room. So yeah, Momo gave him the tea and the cookies and they talk. She said, I know you were a good guy after all, I know you wasn't a traitor, and I know that because you have your notebooks always. And she saw him writing in his notebook. So she know that he has a clear name, he don't need to steal files for it, and he has his notebooks for all the files. So they talk, and then she asks if she can stay, like she wanted to stay near the buff Izuku, the 6 point the 1 meter and 90 centimeters Izuku. I think in I don't know, maybe we count in meters in my country. So yeah, I mean European. Yes, my English isn't as good as others. So the Izuku's room is like full of weights. He has a bigger room than original. Yes, he has a lot of weights. He has his bed, and he sell all of the All Might merchandise, and bought like a television, let's say, minimal size television, and and like I don't know what to. Let's say he's keeping money right now. So they were looking at the movie together. She was getting closer. He's not moving at all because Izuku this Izuku is don't give a fuck about the world around him. And she fell asleep next to him. Momo was missing for like an hour and a half, so all of the girls are just going to check what about her. They were looking for her, not in the first floor, not in the second floor. In the start they thought Mineta just kidnapped her, but let's say Mineta was sleeping, so yeah, he didn't do a shit about it. So then they go to Izuku floor. The floor is just freezing. Let's say Izuku don't like being within a hot, like being in a hot place. So let's say the whole floor is like a very low temperature. Like let's say 10? No, 10 is freezing. Let's say 50. 15, not 50. 15. 15 uh, 15 in the temperature. So they're going in his room. They see Momo sleeping next to him. And they ask, "What did you do to her, villain?" Like, oh my god, I gave them a male voice. Oh no. So they ask, "What did you do to her, villain?" He said, "I'm not a villain, first of all, and second of all, I did nothing. I did nothing." Ah, and let's say the dorm. I forgot to say the dorms were created after the USJ. Yes, and as there was a scary boy, and the dorms have cameras, and he created the dorms to watch Izuku because they're scared of him. So let's say uh, the dorms has cameras, and 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 they were just going in Izuku room, asking him, "What did you do to her?" He said, "I did nothing, and I'm not a villain." He's getting angry. "I'm not a villain. We watched the movie, and she fell asleep. That's all." Okay, and then everybody calms down because they see Momo just sleeping there, and they walk away with with a little blush because the girls saw Izuku abs and get a little jealous at Momo. So Izuku just see Momo with like an angry face, like she having a nightmare. So he let her breathe a little of an illusional gas that give her good dreams, like a dream that she desire, something that she's desiring in her dream. And then in her dream she sees Izuku with no shirt and like a couple of boxers, and he was going to her to reach with a reaching hand, and the dream interrupt. It was in the morning. Izuku Izuku just saying to Momo, "Momo, wake up! You're going to be late to school." She just jumps from the bed, and in a brief second in a room, like she zoomed like a fucking like she. If you didn't know her, you think she had a speed quirk, but no, she's just super running right now, and wait, let me drink. So so she's going to her room, changing clothes, and then she remember how Izuku look without a shirt. She's turning a lot. She's turning red again, and everybody looking at her, giving her a cheesy smile. Not looking at her changing clothes, like after she changed clothes. Everyone looking at her with a cheesy smile, and they're going to school, off to school. Uh, Azawa get in the class and say the sports festival uh, is going to be tomorrow, like you all know, and in this day you're going to show the world what you got, and don't hold back. And the day pass, they're learning, training a bit, and and then Izuku just writing in his notebook. Momo just looking at him, and then she remembered again the dream that she had, and she turned red again. Everyone asked her, "Why are you red? Is it because Izuku did something to you last night?" She was turning even more red, like a new color of red. Everyone laughs. Izuku just don't give a fuck. He's going to the dorms. Yes, I forgot. In this what if Inko died in the start of the series, like after All Might gave him his power. So yeah, he's a loner even more. Like, and she died of natural causes like heart failure. Nothing serious. She didn't kill herself. A villain didn't attack her. Just died from a heart failure. Happens to all of us. Happened to to my grandpa when I wasn't even born. So yeah, happened to all of us. Not all of us. Most of the people. and he's minding again his business, lifting weights, training, because the sport festival is tomorrow. And then Momo again goes to his room because she didn't saw him for like 5 hours. He didn't eat. He didn't eat. Like Izuku don't eat a lot. He's like eat one a day. He's crazy. Yes. So she bring him rice with let's say meatballs or something like that. I don't know. Rice with a sauce. Nothing special. And he's again with no shirt. Like he don't like to put shirts in his room. Uh, this time Momo knocks on the door and she asks Izuku if is it okay to come inside. He said yes, of course, because he don't give a fuck. And she's going inside and she thought he was with a shirt, but no, he's shirtless again. Momo blush, of course, because he's like 16 packs of abs. And they're talking, and then she seeing the scar that he have on his back, the scar that he got stabbed from the first episode that awoken his quirk. The scar, of course, is the scar he got in his back from that villain, and she was shocked because she didn't expect from a month for a kid that was in jail for a month to get stabbed. He's only 15 when he was in jail. She was pissed because she know he was in jail and got stabbed for literally nothing. Literally nothing. And then she see his collection of weights. She asked if she can lift weights too because the sports festival is tomorrow. He said of course. So she asked him if I can stay here again this night too. Yes, he just nods and asks, so you want a good dream again? Then she said, of course, like with a, let's say, with a horny voice, like of course. And he explained the gas that she breathed, and then she understand that Izuku didn't just show her himself almost naked. He's just give her a gas that she himself wants to see him naked, so she got a little disgust of herself, but still, that's Izuku. Is built as fuck and smart as fuck, so yeah. And she having the same dream, and they wake up. They're going to the sport festival, like the original almost. And let me drink again. So the obstacle course start, and let me explain. Izuku can fly. Yes, he can fly. Like he can throw gas, or not the gas. He can throw any kind of air, not air, any kind of gas. Yes. So it's just throwing gas and flying gas that doesn't hurt anyone. So he's just flying, and he's fast, and there's no drawbacks. He can shoot as many gas as he want. The only drawback that happen with his quirk that he can breathe his own gas. So yeah, he will have a gas mask in his costume. And I will look for Izuku with a gas mask. Maybe I will just change it. Maybe I use a different thumbnail this time. I don't know. Maybe. So he's just flying the obstacle course. He's flying above the 0-pointer robots. He's in first place. Literally, Bakugo is behind him because Bakugo can shoot explosions not for as long as Izuku can shoot gas. And Todoroki is the third one. And the reason that Bakugo is in the second because he hates he hates that Deku is winning, so he's powering up more. and he is flying above that hole. What's the name? What they name it? Wasn't looking at My Hero Academia first season for a long time. I'm reading now the manga, you know. I I just found a way to read the manga. So maybe if I get to the sport festival, maybe next part I will get to the sport festival and check everything before I do the third part. So yeah, let us continue. So it's flying above this hole and getting to the minefield. Flying above the minefield, Bakugo is barely keeping up. Is like behind him, but not. But is behind him, and he almost get to him, but Izuku wins, and and then the cavalry battle starts. Izuku asks Midnight if he does he need the teammates to play to continue, and she said no, you can fly, right? So just fly then. Izuku flies, and let's say everyone try to charge at him. He's flying above everyone else, and let's say to mess with everyone in the last 5 minutes, he started changing to sleeping gas and make everyone asleep. And let's say Izuku can make antidotes to his own gas, okay? So makes everyone asleep, then wake them up, then asleep again. Then half of the teams like stayed asleep, and the other half just woke up again. Uh, is just start getting down Izuku, like is trying to taunt his opponents, and they got pissed. They charged him. He's just giving them. He's just flying again. They can't reach him, and they just wish he disappeared. Like they wish he wasn't even participating in this sport festival. So yeah, in the last minute, Ida and the teams are original, by the way. Like let's say, yeah, the teams are original, like almost original, because the plot I can't change anything because I'm close-minded. So yeah, let's say it's everything original. So Todoroki's team either comes with his plan to use a reciprocal burst. Yes, that's the name. Reciprocal burst, I think. I don't know. I hate Ida. It's not interesting at all. So yeah, Todoroki creates a ramp, and and they using is a reciprocal burst. Reciprocal burst. Yes. Uh, and wait, I forgot. Let's say Bakugo jumps at Izuku. Izuku making him sleep. Zero catches him, cause why not? Uh, and Todoroki just block Izuku with ice behind him, ice like a giant ice behind him, and create a ramp. Ida uses his spiral burst, and let's say Deku wants to mess with them. He create a gas, illusional gas, that make them think that they killed him right now. They see a head and a body. With like Izuku body and head are completely 1 meter from each other, and then his body start moving and pick up his head. The head start talking and say, and start laughing, and then say, like they're crying. Everyone in the crowd are just confused. Like why are they crying? And then the illusional body, the decoy like of Izuku, pick up his head and say, start laughing like, "Hi, you should look at yourself. Look above you, you idiots." They look, and they then they see Izuku just laughing, laughing like crazy. They get pissed. Like not only he get away from Ida powerful attack, he just messed with his team. He's just laughing at his team because he fakes his own death. So they're about to charge another attack, but then President Mike screams, "Time's up, kids!" And Izuku got first place and a good time, and like the original teams move. Oh my god, I hate what's up. Wait, hold up, hold up. I will just mute this shit. Poo, 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 and poo. Okay, I know this is. I should have just disconnected from WhatsApp web. Okay, I'm okay. Let us continue. Let us continue. So the battles, the 1v1 battles starting. The first round is Shinzo against Izuku. So Izuku starts the round. When the round starts, Izuku automatically shoot a lot of gas, that illusional gas, and Shinzo thought he was dead, but nothing happened. He just laughing and say, "Wow, that gas was weak." And he talks to illusional, like the illusion, the decoy of Izuku. The clone says nothing, and then he said, "Wow, you must be the traitor of UA, right? Because look at that, you have the villain quirk." Izuku, then the decoy said, "No, of course, I'm not a traitor, but yes, I have a villain quirk." Then Shinzo laugh and say, "Haha, got you, idiot," and command him to go off the ring. And then the real Izuku is just sneaking behind Shinzo, and he's preparing for something. No one in the crowd is just making red gas for some reason, like it's a smoke screen with red gas. So. Mm, so the illusion is about to go off, and then then she just spin the illusion, the decoy just spin and say to Shinzo, wait, I wrote it in the script. Wait, why? Wait. So let's say, no, wait. Okay. So the decoy just spin and face Shinzo. The clone starts laughing and say, "You should look behind you, Shinzo." Shinzo automatically look behind him, and then he see a lot of red smoke. Uh, and Izuku let Shinzo smell one of the what it calls the fear smoke that let Shinzo see his biggest fear. Then Shinzo see everyone laughing in the crowd because the fear the fear the fear what it called the fear gas. Then Izuku uppercut Shinzo, and Izuku is buff. He's like, if he had one for all, he could handle 60%. So yeah, he uppercut Shinzo, knock him up. Everyone was confused. Why Shinzo just didn't notice Izuku going behind him? And what is the red gas that was created? Then Aizawa explained Deku's quirk, and then he said, "This quirk called All Gas can let Izuku create any kind of gas he wants." The villains that were looking said, "Wow, that's a really useful quirk to us. Maybe we can make the kid a villain." Like that's what Shigaraki was thinking. Uh, so Izawa just said, Izawa Sawa said probably he was using an illusional quirk that let Shinzo think that he was talking to him and letting him think that he was winning, and then Izuku just sneak up behind him and knocking him up. The heroes in the anime, the heroes that compliment Shinzo are now complimenting Izuku, and they say, "Wow, this quirk is good not only for close combat not only for close combat. It's good for hostage situations." Izuku smiles and goes to where Class 1A sits. He's sitting next to Momo, and they're kinda talking. She was saying you're kind of rough with him. You didn't need to do that. You could just put him to sleep. Then Izuku said, "No, no, we deserve it. He need to learn that quirks aren't everything in his life. He should train his body too and train his quirk more. He's relying too much on his quirk." Momo understand it and she nodded and said, "Okay, you have a good point." Then just continue talking, and then he asked her, "So, what did you see last night in your dream?" Momo turned red, and she said, "And I saw myself turning into a pro hero. Yeah, yeah, that's what I saw." And Izuku said, "Wow, that's cool. Like, my core can do good, I think." So, so this is it for this part. Hope you enjoy. Leave a like, leave a comment, and leave a comment if you want. Please leave a comment if you wanted me to change something like the sheep. I could change it. Like I could change the sheep right now. It's not in a situation that can't be changed. And maybe you want me to change Izuku drawbacks because he's too OP right now. Like his only drawbacks that he can affect himself, and that's it. And if you want me to change like the end, like maybe no, wait, I want to change the end. I won't let you change anything at the end. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment. Bye bye.